Okay, so we are back for another video. Now lately I've been doing a lot of videos playing games, and while I do enjoy doing that, every now and then I like to do videos talking about games. When I think about doing a video like that, there's one thing that comes to mind, and that's the future of Roblox anime games. Because if I go to my Roblox homepage right now, as you guys can see, the only time I come onto Roblox is to record a video, and that is honestly so sad. I love Roblox. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. I've been recording videos on this for 2 years now, so the fact that I don't even play anymore unless it's for content is kind of sad. And I know it's gonna sound crazy, but there was a time in the history of Roblox where we were getting new, consistent, high quality anime games every single day. And I already know people are gonna be commenting down below, what do you mean, Sly? You always post videos about new anime games. The videos that I post are about unreleased games most of the time. Back then we were getting new games that actually dropped every single day. Now Roblox was not always like this, okay? In my opinion, it started with these two games, Hunter x Hunter Ultimate Finale and My Hero Academia Heroes Ultimate. Now you guys might be saying, Chris, why are you saying it started with these games? The main reason why I feel like these two games specifically changed the way anime games as a whole were made is because of how they released. So for context, if you didn't play Heroes Ultimatum or Ultimate Finale, these are two extreme bandit beating games. Now up until now, the bandit beating formula has worked for pretty much every single game, but these two games were extremely grindy with little to no endgame. Now another thing that both these games had in common is that both games had a lot of work put into them. In fact, both of these games were made very well. The only issue is they were too damn grindy and they ended up dying because of that. I think that people saw these games die and said, why put all this effort into a game if it's just gonna die, or if it has a chance to die? Why not create something a lot easier to make that also more than likely make me more money? And that's how we got the games that we're getting today. And I think that it's also part of that reason, or I guess a byproduct, that when games like Deepwoken release, I just get so excited because you rarely get to see a developer doing something new these days. Now let me just go ahead and clarify before anybody gets mad at me. I don't think that anything is wrong with bandit beaters or cash grabs, okay? Let me just get that out of the way right now. At the end of the day, you have the freedom to make whatever you want. That is none of my business. I just personally choose not to play those games. Chase the bag, really. Do what you gotta do. But my thing is, I just don't like them personally. That's just my personal choice. I'm one small Roblox YouTuber in a sea of way bigger Roblox YouTubers. So at the end of the day, my opinion does not matter. Am I mad that the majority of anime games that get released nowadays are bandit beaters? No, I'm not mad at all. Am I slightly annoyed about it? Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I'm not. At the same time, everybody's gotta eat, and some people have their own ways of doing it. I always see a lot of people making the argument that you should make a good game, like for example Deepwoken, that's completely original, not a cash grab, or I guess a simulator. I mean, it kind of, I'm not gonna get into that. Anyways, I see a lot of people saying that you should, rather than making a bandit beater, make a good game that'll last a long time. I guess people's argument is if you make a simulator, you'll get a short-term bag, and I don't really understand that, because if you think that's true, you don't realize how much money simulator devs make. Now, of course, some games will release and then survive maybe a week, but in that week, I'm sure they gained a really substantial amount of money. Please don't have that mindset of you can make a good game last forever or a bad game last a week, because I promise you that quote-unquote bad game will make a lot of money. Now, as for the title of the video, the future of Roblox anime games, when I think that there's just one game that consistently comes back to my head, and that game is Project Slayer. Now for those that don't know, which I'm sure there are many of you because this game is super popular, this is a Roblox Demon Slayer game, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but this is the only game I can really think of when I think of upcoming anime games. I mean, of course you have games like Anime Legends, even though game was just getting dragged through the mud lately. Do you guys remember this game, Anime Legends? Like every single time I see somebody talk about this, it's just getting made fun of now. Maybe it's because the devs haven't posted something new in a while, but this is also releasing and it did look pretty cool from the trailer. But before we get into Project Slayers, I have to talk about something a little bit more important, and that is a complete trend set by one game. I think you guys might know what I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. That game is Grand Peace Online. This game set a trend on Roblox hard. So if you watch Roblox YouTube or you played some of the recently released games, you've seen that Grand Peace Online has had a major effect in how games have been made lately. Great example of this, I will bring up a game called Project Hero. Okay, this was a My Hero Academia game. This game, a lot of people were saying it was pretty much just the My Hero Academia version of Grand Peace Online, and I personally have to agree with that. That's literally what it was. I am 100% sure that you've seen at least one Grand Peace Online type game. There's just no way you haven't, because games like these have been made so frequently lately. Now, let me just clarify again, because I don't want to piss anybody off in this video. I don't think that there is anything wrong with games being made in similar layouts or similar styles. A great example of this was a game called Verdant Moon. This was a roguelike game greatly inspired by Rogue Lineage, but it was also very original. I think it was made by somebody named Elytria. But yeah, anyways, this is a roguelike game very similar to Rogue, but it was original in the way that it added original aspects. So I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. I'm gonna move past that. I don't want to talk about that anymore, but yeah, you guys have my point. Now, I brought up the facts about how the two games that I personally think started it were Ultimate Finale and Heroes Ultimatum. But what I didn't talk about yet is the actual title of the video. What I think the future of Roblox anime games looks like. Honestly, it does not look very bright. You have games like Grand Kaisen releasing, which is literally a Jujutsu Kaisen bandit beater, which, like I said, no problem with bandit beaters, but if you're talking about a high quality game that you can sit down and enjoy for hours, that's probably not going to be it. It's just going to be like probably a few videos, maybe like if you're really bored, it's one of those type of games. Project Slayer, I am excited for. I think that'll be more of like I think it'll be like Grand Peace Online, where it'll be fun for a few months, and you know, a little bit later on I'll start to get imbalanced, because that's how those games are. But if someone came up to me right now, maybe on Discord or I don't know, at school, because I still have some friends at school that do play Roblox. I am still in high school, so that's not, or at least it shouldn't be too surprising. But yeah, anyways, I'm getting off topic. If someone came up to me right now and said, Chris, are there any decent Roblox games for me to try? Ask me in general for stuff they should check out, if Roblox is even worth playing right now. Honestly, I'd probably have to say no, and that's really painful because I love Roblox, but I would definitely have to say no. I can't recommend anything besides maybe Depot. That's the only game I can really recommend right now. Aside from that, there's no game that I can just give to a friend of mine, have them enjoy. When Debug first released, I introduced it to my friends who have never played a Roblox anime game, right? I'm not gonna name them, but it was around 3 or 4 of my friends, and we actually all enjoyed it, okay? And that shouldn't be too surprising, but I rarely play games with these guys outside of like PlayStation, so the fact that I got them all on Roblox, playing a hard game like Deep Woken for their first time on like real Roblox and enjoying it day after day, it just goes to show the game is made well if you put love and care into it, and at first it can be fun. Now what's sad about this is not even an anime game. Deep Woken is not an anime game. You have to ask me the future of anime games. I do believe that every now and then, you know, on a distant moon, or was it on a shooting star, we will get an anime game that rivals some of the OGs that we used to get. I can't even think of a good anime game that we got right now, but let's just say a game like Beyond, okay, because it was good for its time. So let's say we get a new game like Beyond, all right, or GPO when it first released. Games like these, I think that we'll get new games that'll get us back into it once more. Eventually, I feel like Zenkai Origins kind of tried to do that, kind of tried to pull a Grand Peace Online with same formula, good graphics, because we've seen that work, but now we have to really deal with what we have, which is pretty much nothing. But like I said, I do think that at some point we will get a new game that will, you know, bring back the feeling that we used to have with Roblox. I don't know, maybe you guys still have that feeling. For me personally, I don't. Roblox is not something I do in my free time. I'm not gonna lie. In my free time, if I'm not recording a video, which is obviously Roblox, I'm probably gonna be on Apex or Smash. I'm almost done talking, and I hate doing short videos, but honestly, I don't even care. It's just kind of a freestyle filler video. But before I stop talking, I just want to say I'm a very picky eater, and just wait, I'm getting to it. If I eat something every single day for the rest of my life, eventually I'll get bored of it. If I try something new and I eat it every single day for a week, 2 weeks, a month, I'm not eating that anymore. I'm gonna try something new. Unfortunately, that logic doesn't really apply to Roblox, because on Roblox, there's always gonna be another batch of what the audiences, or what the game's main target audience is. There's always gonna be that batch recycled, because guess what? People are always having kids, and these kids are always gonna grow up and find out what Roblox is and hop on. Anybody that doesn't really want to play these games, these, you know, bandit beating simulators, these games are not being targeted, or these games don't have a target audience that we want them to have. They're made for kids, you know, little kids who enjoy stuff like this. They're not made for an older age group, and I have no issue with that. I'm just saying that's not who they're made for, so they're gonna be made with that in mind. So I guess I can't really get mad if these games are getting released on a daily basis, because that's what they're meant to be made for. However, I can definitely hope that we do get some more unique games. There's nothing wrong with that. In this video, my goal was not to present a right or wrong as to how games should be made. If you want to make a simulator or a bandit beater or a cash grab or all three, which most games usually are, then do that. It's literally what you want to do. It is none of my business. I'm Slykage and who are you? We're two different people. I want certain things and you want others. That's just how it is. But what I will try to do is promote that people make unique games as much as possible and as often as possible, because that's what I want to see on the Roblox platform. That's just my personal thing. Looking back on the games that we got last year and the few that we got this year, there's honestly not much to look at, because every single game that we did play, it either didn't release, or it did release and died, or it dropped in a stress test and then didn't release. Oh, there's just so much, man. I didn't make this video with the goal of stressing anybody out or just yes, getting anybody mad, which is why I'm trying to not piss as many people off as I can. But I hope that you guys do at least take away from this video. I'm sorry for stuttering, I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I hope that you guys do at least take away the fact that no matter how Roblox changes from now, more than likely, or at least not even more likely, 100%, the majority of the games that get released in the future are going to be made for kids, because that's where the target audience for Roblox is. Is that a little bit saddening? Yes. Truthfully, yes, it is a little bit saddening. I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is, man. I mean, I can't complain like I've been saying. I do hope that we get more unique games as time passes. There are a couple that I am interested in, like Nindo Story, Essence, not an anime game, but I could have made a video talking about the future of games in general, but I feel like I've done so many top 10 upcoming games by now that the only way to convey my message is by doing a video like this specifically for anime games. I could have just done another top 10 upcoming Roblox games, but that's not what I feel like we need right now. I genuinely feel like we need a video like this talking about the future of anime games, so where it's going. I could have talked about a whole bunch of games like Anime Saga, World Seed, Reaper 2, but I didn't talk about those games on purpose. Titan Age, Attack on Titan Warfare, all games we've gotten recently. And out of all those games I've mentioned, the only ones that are live right now or have been released and are live are Reaper 2, Titan Warfare, and yeah, that's it. Every other game drops is dead. Project Hero, dead. Oh, actually, I do have an example. Anime Warriors, literally Titan Age, Titan Warfare. Well, that's alive. But yeah, pretty much every game that drops lately dies. It dies because A, it follows a formula that people are bored of. B, it's just not entertaining. Or C, they did try something new, something that people have never played before, something that could be entertaining, but people just didn't like it and it didn't get enough support, so that game is dead now. That's how it is. I don't really often get the chance to make videos like this, so when I do, I really appreciate you guys for watching them in the first place. I hope that in the future I can definitely make more games like this. I'm laughing because I literally don't ever do videos like this, but I think I've talked for way too much now. So at the end of the video, all I'm gonna say is, if you're making an anime game, definitely do so with the intention of creating something that you want. If you're making a game about, I don't know, taking logs to gain strength or stamina, then do that. It's your game. Don't let a YouTuber or dev influence what you want. I think I saw something on iMain's Twitter about this earlier, and honestly, spinning. It's your game, it's your choice. Don't do what other people tell you to do. Don't let other people dictate your choices. Do what you want to do. And if you get hate for making a simulator, who cares? Because at the end of the day, you're making it back. At the same time, if you're getting hate for making a decent, if you're getting hate for making a game that takes more effort than a simulator, then yeah, just ignore it, man. I'm sorry if you came to this video expecting me to say stuff like, yeah, we're getting a bunch of new anime games, because the truth is, we're not. We're getting a few games that are releasing in the near future, or I don't even know, honestly, because every single game that has a release date lately just gets delayed. Prime example, Emblem Tales. That game's been delayed like 15 times now, just like Attack on Titan final season. So this isn't really meant to be a depressive video. I hope it's not, but I could also kind of see how it would come off as one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Like I said, I don't really get to make content like this that often. I do hope that as time goes on, we do get some more unique games, but this is just kind of my take on where I think games in the future will go. Doesn't look too great, but hey, it is what it is, man. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that sub button, drop a like in the video, and I'll see you guys next time.